Welcome to Santillana del Mar in Cantabria, Spain.
Near the cave of Altamira, renowned for its prehistoric cave art of charcoal drawings and polychrome paintings. The earliest of these paintings was created around 36,000 years ago. This is the period of the Old Stone Age.
During the 1970s, it was observed that the paintings in the original cave were being damaged. This was due to the carbon dioxide and water vapor in the breath of the large number of visitors.
A replica cave and museum were built nearby and completed in 2001.
In the cave, human occupation was limited to near the mouth, which is quite wide and allowed in light.
On these bison, you can see how the bulges in the cave ceiling have been used to convey the idea of a very powerful shoulder.
The artists used charcoal and ochre or hematite to create the images. This deer is life-size.
Handprints.
Scratched artwork.
As well as early horses.
A joker in the pack.
There is a recreation on forming the image of a bison.
Symbols and images with no obvious meaning are also seen.
Back out in the sunshine, we are free to roam around Santoña del Mar,
the Collegiate Church of Santa Juliana. With a grid to keep animals out of the church.
Confetti everywhere. It looks like puffed rice. Maybe the birds are full, there is so much of it around.
Fancy doorways. These are all on private houses with a twisty snake door knocker on one.
Courtyards full of flowers, trees and shrubs.
A textured timber and brick home.
Most houses combine brick, stone and timber in their structures.
A family crest indicates this may be owned by a wealthy family. Certainly they wish to show off. The street door is open into what would have been the animal pen. Wealth is shown by the fact it is not used for living, suggesting the family have enough space upstairs.
An antique camera, but no sign of a photographer. Watch the birdie.
Troubled by the damage being caused by careless cart drivers? Fit jostle stones. We have hard stones with a sloping back to guide errant wheels away from impacting on your building.
An example of a cart for which you need the protection of a jostle stone.
Nothing to indicate the meaning of this crest, but it seems to involve angels and the devil.
No one would succeed if they planted seeds on a wall such as this, but nature takes it in her stride.
Not sure if this was the closed washing pool or it's for watering animals.
Coffee, while this guy keeps check and ensures everything is peaceful.
Travelling on to San Vicente de la Barquera, a haven for tourists with a reputation for good seafood.
With its fort of the same name built in the 12th century.
The centre of San Vicente de la Barquera is built around a ria, a large natural estuary formed by a flooded river valley. Some boats are not fishing today. Is the moon not in the right phase?
Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide go by. The Maza Bridge crosses the Brezo Mayor, which feeds the floodplain around which this town has been built.
It's a lot of bridge. We cross it to head home. Tomorrow is another day.
It's today and we are in Liérganes.
Walking through an avenue of pollarded trees, we start in the old part of town, El Mercadil, with its classicist architecture from the 17th and 18th centuries.
The town's wealth shows in the grace and style of the homes. This is due in part to the cannon factory that was the first in Spain and dates back to the 16th century.
El Rio Miero flows through the town, with the Puente Romano de Liérganes spanning the river, but the bridge is not Roman at all.
Liérganes sits at the foot of two small hills, Marimon and Cotillon, known locally as the Breasts of Liérganes. They can be seen in the background over the bridge.
El Hombre Pez. Liérganes has the legend of a fishman. A young man from this town was working in Santander, on Spain's northern coast. In 1676, he one day went swimming with friends. He was an excellent swimmer, but on this sad day he never returned.
5 years later in Cadiz, on the southern coast of Spain, a man was found in the water who was half out of his mind and not able to talk except for the word Liérganes.
This was identified as the name of a town in Cantabria, and he was brought back to his home where his widowed mother and siblings were still living. He never recovered an ability to speak more than 4 or 5 words, and 9 years later he disappeared again, this time for good.
Strolling back through the town, admiring the pot plants and the small gardens that flourish here. A fascinating tour of a small ecology museum which highlights the river otters, along with newts and other natural folk who desperately need our protection.
A last morning beach walk.
What a delightful holiday. Thank you Hotel Juan de la Casa, Belen, Margot and all your team.
Through all the fuss of security at the airport.
Muchas gracias. Adiós, España.
and all too soon back home again. Welcomed by these portraits of Queen Elizabeth II, created from hundreds of photographs.